Would you be okay walking into an abortion clinic, hearing a heartbeat, seeing brainwaves, seeing the baby on the ultrasound and say,
Yes. I think
wow, that's really, like, that's dark.
but that's not my question. That's why I
No,
didn't want
it
to.
absolutely is your question. The question is, you asked me, would I be okay with it? You said yes. There's no moral difference between a baby conceived in rape or not.
There is 100% a moral difference.
Really?
Also, you're.
No, time out. Wait, someone in this audience is conceived in rape. Do you know who it is?
I have no idea.
Because they're all human beings, regardless of how they were conceived.
Okay, but that doesn't.
Oh, no, because there's no moral difference of the human being's method of conception. You don't get more rights if you're not raped or less rights if you're raped. You're a human being regardless. Universal human rights apply to all people regardless if they come from a loving family or they come from a horrific, evil tragedy like rape.
Okay, but what about the life and the moral well-being of the mother? And I think as a man, it's something that's harder to understand. If you are raped and you have to go through carrying that baby, that's something you will never be able to understand. And I can agree. That's why I didn't want to debate abortion. I just wrote a paper on abortion. I can totally understand how, in the cases outside of rape, incest, or the life of the mother, how it could be seen as murder or things like that. But I'm specifically talking about rape.
No, I got it. You could see it as it's seen as murder. Then why would murder be the answer to rape? That's exactly what you're postulating.
That's not the answer to rape.
I agree. So life should be the answer to rape is what we're saying. And if a baby is conceived in rape, you don't all of a sudden say, let's do something more evil because something evil happened. By no moral standard do two wrongs make a right. We know that. We're raised saying that. And so when evil thing happens, human life created, that human has rights, we have to respect them, including the right to life.
And I'm saying I don't think you will ever be able to possibly come close to understanding, as a man, what it is like to be raped and have to carry that baby and relive all of that trauma.
You will never be able to
understand that. That's not what I'm talking about here.
The point being is, like, are we allowed to discuss stuff just because we don't know what it's like to be the other sex?
I would not be allowed to discuss what it's like to get a vasectomy or what it's like to experience that. No,
But have you personally been raped?
No,
okay,
I have. My mother has been raped.
Okay, but
and had to carry the abortion.
The point being is, then how are you able to personally be able
because
to talk
I'm a woman
it?
and
You're using a fallacy called a argument from authority, that if you only have a certain merit badge or a certain distinction, you're allowed to have opinions on that topic. Men can have opinions on this just because we have prostates and not uteruses.
Okay, and I agree. You can have your opinion. I'm not saying you can't have an opinion, but I'm saying you can't begin to understand the depth of what that would feel like to be raped by someone and have to carry that baby.
Yes, and equally, there are millions of women who regret having their abortions. I mean, so what is the argument? The argument is
I wanted to know about the 5-year-old and if you would like your 5-year-old child to have a baby.
Of course, I would not like it. You are putting in an impossible moral situation of, would I be comfortable slitting the throat of a baby on an ultrasound machine?
It's not impossible because it has happened. And I guess 12 times, according to you.
12 times in 60 years. I mean, it's so insanely improbable for a 5-year-old to go through prepubescent puberty and then get impregnated because they were raped. It's like you have a much higher likelihood of... it's like much higher likelihood of winning the lottery twice than that happening. Okay. Just so we are clear. Okay. And again, but I answered your question coming in good faith. But would you agree then we can outlaw all other abortions